One of the most important aspects of having a powerhouse sales process is making sure that you have clearly defined roles on your sales team. If you'll recall from my previous videos, I've repeated over and over again how if you're asking one salesperson to do prospect research, new business development, and ongoing account management, you're setting them up to fail in at least two of those areas. The skill set required to work in those roles are all very, very different. And any one salesperson being asked to do all three of them is going to fail pretty miserably at least two. So today I want to talk a little bit about how you can set those roles up for success, even in a smaller organization. So with a prospect researcher, this person is solely focused on finding new prospects for your new business development team to call. So you have a new business development person, they tend to be pretty expensive. They are commanding a pretty high rate out in the market. And if you're asking them to spend hours of their day Google searching or on Zoom, trying to find leads or pawing through the book of lists from your local, business publication, you're wasting their time. The highest, best use of a new business development person's time is talking to new leads. That's what they need to be doing as much of the day as humanly possible. So bringing in somebody to do prospect research, whether that's a full-time person on your staff or using a service like Fiverr or Upwork to find someone who's good at that, will result in much higher quality work from your new business development person and also much higher quality leads. All you have to do for that person is say, look, here's our exact target market. Remember, you know what your target market is. So geographics, psychographics, demographics, who is your target market? What specific campaign are we focused on right now? Okay, go out there and find me X number of leads in that area with this information, because this is exactly what my new business development person needs in order to make that first phone call or touch. And then have them go to work creating that list and putting it in your CRM. Because remember, you have to have a CRM. Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel doesn't count. Any effective sales team has to have a CRM. So this person is solely responsible for loading that CRM full of brand new opportunities for your new business development person to approach. The new business development person's role is then just to be on the phone, be on LinkedIn, be on email, doing whatever those activities look like in order to find new business. Solely focused on that. They're going to spend all day, every day doing the things that close new business. And if you find the right person and they exist out there, they will be ecstatic to be able to spend their entire day talking to new business opportunities. They don't want to do prospect research. They don't want to deal with ongoing account issues. They just want to focus on the new. In sales parlance, they're the hunters, right? They're out there seeking new business. That's their happy place. They are willing to accept less money sometimes if that's all they have to do, because they won't be bothered with the business of doing prospect research and they won't be bothered with ongoing account issues. So they'll be happier and more willing to work because they know they're doing what they love to do. And then finally, you have your account managers. So your account managers are those folks who are dealing with customers on an ongoing basis. These are people who are deeply concerned with customer. Apologies for the helicopter noise. That's what working from home is like now, right? You have the door open and then all of a sudden the SWAT team barges in. So that's past now. Account managers. These are folks who are keenly interested in working with customers to develop long-term fruitful relationships. They're great problem solvers. They're great at listening. They're great at determining what it is that's going to keep a customer happy in the long term. These are folks who are not out there looking for the new. They want to make sure that the folks that are assigned to them are happy with your service. They're getting what they need. They're great at asking for referrals for business. And they're also great at suggesting other services or products that you as a company offer that they think would help their customers improve their business. So you can see three very different roles: detail-oriented, focused, research, hunting, out there looking for the new, and then your farmers who are really focused on customer service. If you can break your sales team into these three distinct parts, you're going to be so much more successful, and your customers are going to be so much happier. They're not going to be trying to connect with a salesperson who's responsible for Googling all their new leads, finding new business, and helping them solve their problems. the level of customer service that you're going to be able to provide at this point is going to be so much higher. Additionally, the number of new opportunities that you're going to be able to see are going to be exponentially larger because you're going to have a new business development person who's focused only on that. And they're going to be able to spend all of their time sending new opportunities through to your team, which is really the holy grail. Great customer service combined with lots of new opportunities. So I hope that this has been helpful for you in thinking about how to develop distinct roles on your sales team. As always, if you'd like to talk more about it, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to discuss your sales team with you and help you develop some distinct roles and a little bit of strategy around that.